The centre of Manchester was turned into a racetrack today when Formula One driver Jenson got behind the wheel of his McLaren to entertain thousands of fans. Stuart Pollitt was there.
Bank holidays, always a good chance to take your car for a spin. Jenson Button obviously agrees, as did the thousands braving the rain to catch a glimpse of his McLaren.
It's always fun driving around the streets of a city, especially with such a big crowd. I mean, there's thousands of people here, so it's very special.
Yesterday, Jenson was fighting his way to third place in the Belgian Grand Prix. Today, the only fight was among the autograph hunters.
Fantastic, really good, nice to get so close.
To be so close to him, just fabulous.
We were within about 10 feet of him, which was exciting. Jaw-droppingly brilliant. I have never seen anything or heard anything like it in my life. I just wish they'd bring it more often.
Those famous for other sports had the chance to try Formula One for size.
It's amazing. I mean, it's the first time I've ever got so close to a Formula One car. I'm a big fan of Formula One, and to bring it to Manchester, I think is great because you never get sort of an event like this.
My dad always watched it when I was little, and sort of been growing up around sport, any kind of sport, and my boyfriend's a big fan of it, so that's one of the main reasons I'm here today.
Just for Jenson, the speed limit was up to 70 miles an hour, and he was allowed to ignore red lights. But then for those taking every possible vantage point, this was a different sort of rush hour. Stuart Pollitt, BBC North West Tonight, Manchester.
Here he comes.
Sport and Formula One star Jenson Button thrilled thousands of fans in Manchester city centre today. He showed off his skills in his McLaren Mercedes. Andrew Lindsay joined those who packed along Deansgate.
Donuts on Deansgate don't normally take this form, but Jenson Button wasn't popping to the shops. The flags flew fresh from yesterday's Belgian comeback, a typical Mancunian welcome in more ways than one.
Some people like to associate Manchester with rain, I suppose, though you always will.
Yeah, rain's normally something that I don't mind at the races, but here, obviously, with so many fans, you obviously don't want it to rain, but still there's thousands of people here, so it's pretty tricky, especially in the wet. There's no grip to spin the car around. You know, these guys can get so close they can almost touch the car. I'm sure we're getting them wet with the spray that we're producing from the car.
That spray would be among several souvenirs, possibly alongside tinnitus, though not for everyone.
Amazing, totally amazing.
I've followed Jenson Button since he started, and I always pray he wins. The minute he starts, oh come on Jason, you can do it.
What's so special about him?
He's hot, and I don't know, I just like his driving style as well, and he's really down to earth and everything.
Was it everything you expected?
Yeah, but he hasn't come close enough yet.
Others got closer though. Gymnast Beth Tweddle and former England cricket captain Michael Vaughan showed interest, along with world boxing champion and Formula One fan Amir Khan.
My little cousin Hassan, who also is a big Formula One fan and one day wants to be up there in the same position as Jenson, I've brought him up with me, and I'm a big fan of Jenson. I'm a good friend with him as well, so it's great what he's doing for the sport.
We saw you climbing in there. How was that for you as a Formula One fan?
I climbed into a car and I really thought there'd be a lot more room in there to jump in, but you know, it's so tight, kind of felt claustrophobic being in there. Jenson Button, who's 6'3", I mean, he gets in it and out of it within 6 seconds. It took me 10 seconds to get out of it myself, so I won't like to be in there for a couple of hours.
It took Button only seconds to fly around central Manchester, reaching speeds nearly twice the limit of a motorway. No wonder his fans made the most of it. It's unlikely to happen again.
Could you see a Grand Prix in Manchester?
It's a little bit narrow, I'd say, but, you know, big thank you to Manchester also for letting us put this event on. It's not very often you close the streets of any city, you know, but Manchester, it's very special for us to be able to do this. It's good that it's a big event.
Undoubtedly so. An estimated 60,000, young and old, withstanding the rain, if only for a fleeting glimpse. Today's results, a thumbs up. Andrew Lindsay, Granada News, Manchester.
Andy Turner from Sale Harriers has won a bronze medal at the World Athletics